Welcome to the afterlife where I'm transforming into Bob the Shrinker from Beetlejuice. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share for more tutorials like this in the future. For this look, you will need the following materials and products listed on the screen. Please pause to read. I've also listed the products and materials in the description below, but let's just get started, shall we? First, I'm setting down my eyebrows with a non-toxic glue stick, and don't worry, these are safe to use. I get asked that question all the time. There are heaps of tutorials online on how to block out brows, but if you want to see mine, I'll link it in the description. With white face paint, I'm mapping out where the foam clay will go. This step is optional, but if you've seen my other videos, you will notice that I like to map out all of my makeup looks. I find it helps the process move along faster because it takes out the effort of really thinking, where am I going to place this piece next? You know? I don't know. I find it easier, but let me know what you think if it helps you or not during the process. I find mapping out my face takes the longest time out of the whole process, but after that step, the look just feels so much easier to do. Next, I'm applying spirit gum to my skin so the foam clay won't slide when I mold it to my face. Now starts the fun part, playing with foam clay. You can get this online or at your local craft stores probably, but I'll link the product I'm using in the description. Wow, I'm going to say that a lot. Okay, everything will be listed in the description. To help smooth out the edges and cracks, I use water in a little spray bottle. Honestly, this tip has been a lifesaver for me when working with foam clay. If you've never worked with foam clay before, it's super easy to work with. It just feels like you're playing with Play-Doh. I'm just building up the mask bit by bit, and I made sure to leave the space around my nose wide enough so I could breathe out of it, unlike my Jack Skellington look I did. I could not breathe out of my nose, and the removal was a mess. Off the topic of makeup, who is going to see Beetlejuice on release day? I'm so excited. I'm a huge Tim Burton fan, as well as Beetlejuice being my favorite movie ever since I was a kid. It was a dream come true when Warner Brothers wanted to collaborate with me on a video where I transformed into Lydia Deetz and Beetlejuice himself. Like, what? If you missed that video, you can find it on my TikTok and Instagram, or on the official Beetlejuice movie Instagram. What? Okay, let's get back to the tutorial. So I'm continuing to build up the features of the mask, such as the nose, the skin folds, around the cheek area, and just blending that all together until I'm happy with it. While I'm actually doing the makeup, I'm looking at a reference photo of Bob that I found online, so a good idea is to have a reference photo of him nearby while you're following this tutorial. Probably should have said that earlier, but we move. I just realized, why do I look like I'm transforming into the Red Skull from Avengers? Yeah, I can't unsee it now. But as we go along, we'll start to look like Bob, I promise. I thought the head wasn't long enough, so I added a bit more foam clay to the top of the head to extend it. Again, going back and forth with the water to help smooth it out. After I was happy with the mask, I then start to carve out the details in the mask, such as the wrinkles around the eyes, the forehead lines, the skin folds, etc, etc. And you don't need to have fancy sculpting tools for this. You can use any tool with a pointed edge at home to achieve this, such as a butter knife or a toothpick. If you carved out a section you didn't like on the foam clay, you can smooth it out with your finger and it will fix it. You can go into as much detail as you want with this. Have fun. That's what it's all about. I've been talking so much in this tutorial that I'm losing my voice. You guys are probably saying, shut up. Just get on with the tutorial. Like, okay. We're getting there. As you can see, I made a boo-boo where I made a hole in the foam clay, but it's easy to fix by either adding a small piece of foam clay over the top or just trying to blend it back into place. I feel every detail matters. I'd rather too much detail than nothing at all, but that's just me. To make it a smooth process later when I pop in Bob's eyeballs, that sounds so weird, I'm stretching out the eye sockets using my clay tools. Taking some light blue face paint, I'm painting the whole mask. I'm using Marin Makeup's light blue body paint from their Paradise Makeup AQ 30 Color Pro Palette. They're amazing. The painting down the neck is optional but recommended to pull the whole look together. Taking some black face paint, or what I'm using here is Makeup and Murder's Cause of Death eyeshadow in the shade Deadly Weapon, which is a black liquid eyeshadow, and then setting that down with some black eyeshadow from their Lost Signal eyeshadow palette. if you want to check out their products, which I 1000% recommend, you can use my code FAUX at checkout for 10% off. I know that sounds super salesy, but I'm not lying when I tell you that their products are freaking amazing. Just go check them out for yourself. As always, products will be linked in the description below. Whatever eyeshadow is left on that brush, I'm dirtying up the mask to give it some dimension and just making us look dead and that we've been waiting in the waiting room for like a billion years. Using a small detailed brush, I'm going to add that same black eyeshadow in between the wrinkles we created in the mask. And don't forget to get into the areas around the skin folds near the cheeks and also the forehead wrinkles, because it's going to add so much more to the character, trust me. Finishing the neck, I'm adding some shading with that same black eyeshadow and then using a white cream paint to highlight. The only reason why I said painting the neck is optional earlier on in this tutorial is because my costume ended up covering my neck area, so you couldn't really see it in the end result, but I do recommend painting down the neck just to be safe. As a guideline for my stitches, I'm using that same black eyeshadow as before, and on a detailed brush, I'm drawing on the stitches. Again, this is just a guideline because next I'm going to go over that outline with a black liquid eyeliner, and the one I'm using here is a NYX Cosmetics Beetlejuice collaboration. It's called Pinstripe Duo Liner with black and green chrome. Now onto the hair. We are done with the face makeup now. Well, mask makeup you could say. I'm painting a bit of my hair blue, and then I'm just adding strokes of black paint to create the illusion of hair over parts of the blue paint. And because my hair is so long and there's no way I'm going to cut it just for this tutorial, luckily I had some leftover Mirren makeup crepe hair, so I'm just clipping that to the back of my hair. I'm applying some spirit gum to the sides of my face where I'm going to add the ears, which I made out of foam clay. Don't you just love foam clay? Then I'm painting my ears light blue and then adding some black eyeshadow to make it look more realistic. Now the finishing touches, the costume. I don't think anywhere is selling the Bob costume yet. Well, they weren't when I tried looking for it online, so I decided to order the costume from the movie The Mask since he wears a yellow suit, and I just switched out the tie. And then I just puffed up the suit to make it look like the body is bigger than my head. I couldn't forget about Bob's name badge. I just created mine with Sharpies. Lastly, we have to create Bob's eyeballs. This is really easy to do. Just grab some foam clay, roll it into 2 small balls, and then with a toothpick, poke a hole right in the middle just so that we can attempt to see out of it. Add a black dot using black liquid eyeliner, and then we're adding eyelash adhesive to my eyelids so that the eyeballs can stick to it and not fall out. And there we have it, Bob the Shrinker from Beetlejuice. If you found this tutorial helpful, please subscribe, like, and share. It really helps out my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.